Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to this week's edition of Stop, Look, and Listen. I'm your host, LaTroy Gardner. This week, we have a special guest. We have up and comer, rising MC, representing the DMV. We got Amin Islam, aka Amin Cash. Welcome to the show, Amin.
Hey, what's going on, Joe? How you doing, man?
Oh man, chilling. Pleasure to have you. So just give us a little background into your story. Talk about your upbringing and what led you to picking up a pen and a pad.
Okay, well, kind of all starts for me, man, in the Bronx in New York, and my upbringing is crazy. Like, my it's a weird dynamic for me, man, because like I said, I see in the inner city growing up. So I was raised with my grandmother, which would be my father's mother. You know what I mean? Which is my grandfather that recently got exonerated. So that I was raised with that side of the family, but my mom actually had her brother out here in DMV in the suburbs. I'm in PA, by the way, but she actually moved to the suburbs of the DMV, probably a little bit around. It's called a place called Reston. I don't know if everybody's familiar. Not too far from the District of Columbia, but yeah. So my
Hmm.
mom came out here, and kind of just it's weird because, man, where I'm from, it's right near that DC area, man. So I guess that New York City was still in me. You know what I mean? I moved out to Northern Virginia, man, probably about the age of 6. And probably had your typical upbringing. Like, I wanted to play sports. I used to play ball, so I'm a hooper. You know what I mean? I used to want to play ball, and then it's so crazy how young this shit started to get to me, man. I took my first charge for a friend of mine at about 14 years old, man. And then it kind of stalled out basketball for me. So then it, put me in the environment of being around, everybody who's on the probation side of things. Now I'm clocked in with the probation people, so now I'm hanging around them type of people. So it's kind of where, like, I guess you hear my music come from. Like, kind of started getting into the mix with the street, smoking weed first, the first thing. Then you don't got no money to buy it, so you want to sell the weed. So it's like I got into the mix of the street, and just kind of was like a roller coaster from there, bro. Like, ups and downs, and just led to my incarceration. Then when I got locked up, probably around the age of 22, I went and did about a 2-year or 26-month bid. And my celly was real into music. I always liked music, but my celly was real into it. So I was like, man, I was a drug dealer at the time, bro. So I'm like, man, ain't no money to be made in music. So I'm just, but I'm actually in the prison socializing for more people to sell drugs with. You know what I mean? I wasn't really worried about the music. So it wasn't gonna pay the bills,
Uh-huh.
basically. I couldn't see it. I couldn't see it going. Nobody's the next Jay Z. You thinking nobody's the next this person. You just, back then was before social media, bro. We talking. I'm actually 37. We talking about 2005 era, MySpace era. You know what I mean? It wasn't too many rappers getting a
Right.
bag out this shit. But yeah, so I got behind the wall. I came home, man, crashed out again after about a year. Went and did that 10. Then that 10 years I did 10 years on a probation violation, man, in 2013. It kind of sat me down, man. It really made me kind of just try to analyze and educate myself on, man, how to not make this same mistake again, man. It's like I just, since a young age, man, about 14, 13, like I told you, I've been kind of just getting into little trouble. It just gets worse and worse as you get older, though. Little weed charge, a little possession charge. Then that shit started adding up, distribution. Then, you know what I mean? Next thing you know, you're sitting behind that wall for a minute. So this time I just got in there and was like, man, let me just try to use this story, because I'm listening to a lot of these rappers, man. I'm listening to them, and it's like, damn, that's my story they telling. Then you find out that, they ain't even who they say they are. So it's like, damn, let me come out here and try to get paid kind of off, the dues I put into this shit out here in the street, man. It's like, instead of jumping back and picking the sack up again, I wanted to kind of come out here. Somebody had tapped my bunk. It's so crazy. My grandfather was so distant from my grandfather. Somebody tapped my bunk one day in prison, was like, man, that your people's up on the TV, dude, look like you. And just so happened, I didn't even know, because I had kind of been in and out of touch with that side of the family since that prison bid. But here he is, man, was getting exonerated for the killing of Malcolm X, man. And it was like, damn, between that story and like just the story that what happened to me, it was like, man, the music just kind of came like natural, you know what I mean? As a way to just kind of be therapy, bro. Like, kind of just get that shit off my chest.
Right. I mean, so you
So
you just glossed over,
I know a lot of shit.
something
I know.
major.
Yeah, I know I did. I know I
Yeah,
did.
so yeah. So we're gonna delve into it a little bit more. You said that your grandfather um, Khalil Islam, one of the
Right.
three men accused of murdering Malcolm X. Um,
Facts.
just
Facts.
talk about that a little bit more.
Oh, we
He
definitely
ended up
can. Yeah, we
serving over
definitely
20
can.
years, and then
Yep. You cut out on that
yeah,
last
go
part. He
ahead.
ended up serving 20 years, but he actually came home and was like actually on tour to try to, kind of like preach his innocence. You know what I mean? And it's
Hmm.
I didn't get more. I got picked. I knew the story from as a kid because it's part of my family history, and like it was one of those things like it's almost like a I don't know. It's like you keep it in the back of your mind because, like, as a, you're young and well, I didn't understand it, but my mom was kind of like on some stuff where she was like, that's not something that you want to advertise. So going through school, it was like a lot. That's not like a lot of people don't know that about me. I just did, like I said, a couple of other podcasts, and people are just really finding out that that was even a part of my history because at first it wasn't really something. I wanted to share because it was a conflicting story to share, right? You're like, okay, my grandfather did this, but how do you explain that to the average Joe? Either that's going to cause a lot of hate coming towards your way, right? Or you're going to look like a nut trying to explain to somebody that the government literally, set your family up for an assassination attempt on one of the most beloved black people in history. You know what I'm saying? It's a hard thing without any,
Right.
we're now in the information age where I can be, having a voice, but even from just talking with my peoples about it, they were skeptical because I've been home for about 2.5 years. They've been skeptical about me wanting to even tell the story
Hmm.
because you know how people are about the truth. Or nowadays, if you're not aligned with what they're what they think the truth is or what they said the truth was, you know what I'm saying? It was like to me, I just felt like when the exoneration happened, it just kind of because he was as far as my family goes, he passed away. So his part of it got swept under the rug a little bit. And I'm like, y'all, I don't know if the public knows this. It's definitely public news that they got a settlement for the exoneration, but it was crazy the way it worked. Like the lady he married when he came home from prison, actually because of New York probate law, was the receiver of that the basically the entire settlement. I'm not too close to her
Hmm.
because of my incarceration and cause of life, but my sister is in tune with that part of the family, and it just the way that they treated my family after that happened, it didn't sit well with me, bro. Like, just think about this: your grandfather goes away to prison for 20 years. Your grandmother is holding down that whole family. She passes away. That family's broken up, and then some other lady comes along and reaps all the benefits of what destroyed your family. That just can't sit. That just don't really. Or I'm gonna say the majority of the benefits of what destroyed your family. That just don't sit well with me. You know what I mean? As a person,
Right.
and look at what it's doing. Look at what it did. My father served. He lost his father. He served 10 years incarcerated or better behind the wall. I lost my father's ability to be because of his incarceration behind the wall. So now you're looking at a byproduct of like just a damn near a just completely broken down home, bro. We already didn't have much of a shot being in the inner city
Hmm.
in the Bronx. You know what I mean? Dang, they just seem like to me why pick don't pick anybody's family, but dang, they pick the family with the least chance of success and then continue to feel like to me beat people down because he did a 20-year sentence and the man came home and was, if people are in tune with this stuff, was on interviews. The man done interviews trying to preach his side of the story, and the people, the powers that be, let that man die with that stain on his name is just kind of ridiculous, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Overall, it just
Uh huh.
it just it
So
it just doesn't sit well.
yeah. So just you just talked about how your grandfather served 20 plus years, your dad and yourself. How what are you doing now to break the chain and
I'm actually
have a new
just
beginning for your seeds?
Okay, I actually, now that you mentioned that, man, Sunday was my first visit with my son, man. I've been in a custody battle for my own son because my actual record was hindering me. They were using it as a reason to say that I shouldn't be around. He's a newborn, to say my baby mom was using that as a reason to say that I might not be an adequate parent. You know what I mean? And I'm really on it as
Hmm.
far as being a black man. I just want to break that cycle, man. Like you said, like my dad is, me and him are building a bond that's, trying to, from what you can, from just, just being off the street, prison taking both of our years of potential bonding. And right now I'm out here talking to people like you, man, trying to be a voice. I want to start a podcast to enlighten just people coming from prison and just enlighten guys on, man, this, you're not your situation all the time. You know what I mean? You can't come out here and redefine your own life at any point in time, man. I've been addicted to drugs. I've been, you know what I'm saying, in and out of prison. Like I'm now like, starting to just get a grasp on life and how it, if you utilize certain tools, if you kind of just be more honest about what your circumstances are. There is people out here that listen, and there's people out here that'll help, man. And we can help each other. There's, plenty of black guys, brown, white people that have been incarcerated that are very successful. And if you reach to them, or you reach out to people, man, you can kind of get the support you might need, man. So like I said, through my music, man, I'm hoping to really just change stuff, man, for definitely trying to be starting business felon friendly, man, and just kind of pointing guys in the right direction on how to navigate, post incarceration, man. Tap in with these gig
Hmm.
jobs, man. Tap in with these places that'll give you, that are felon friendly, man. Just kind of letting guys know that you don't have to go in and necessarily punch that clock conventional anymore. This phone is and social media is a hell of a thing, man. Just I mean, I'm sure I don't know how long
Right.
I haven't researched how long you've been podding, man, but look at what it could do for a person, man. Podding, just speaking your voice to other people, man, could change plenty of people's lives, man. That's it, and I think that I'm trying to just be an advocate for guys
Right.
who want to come out here and navigate it the right way, bro. Like the sack is for, most of us our downfall. They literally call that shit the trap for a reason. I'm just now grasping that. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of slow behind everybody else for being in prison with that. But like, a lot of us keep falling victim to the same old traps when we don't even get the other thing to try. Whether it's just, how to endure
Hmm.
the struggle. There's ways for us to endure the struggle, still pay our bills, and still do stuff. Like I said, DoorDash, man, all that type of stuff. You know what I mean? There's guys out here
Yeah.
that is,
I mean, I
making,
oh,
what'd
go
you say?
ahead.
You cut off on me, bro.
Go ahead.
No,
Now I said, go
you
ahead.
actually
I
cut
was
off on me. I
about
couldn't
to.
hear you.
Okay, so I was saying everybody loves a redemption tour. Um, what do you what do you feel is like um the meaning of having a second chance to you?
To me, it's just really getting to like actually take a vision and redefine your destiny, man. Like seriously, to actually stand up against, everything that's against you and just prove the doubters wrong. That's kind of what I'm on right now. Like a lot, even with my music, I'm booked on 2 festivals, Madison Grass up in Altoona and African American Heritage Festival. I'm just like, it's just like just to prove everybody wrong, to just prove that, you don't have to be a product of the environment. You don't have to be a product of this systemic racism crap and bullshit that's been going on for however long. You don't have to use that as an excuse to fall back into the same shit. You can use that shit and turn it around and be a voice or, just get down and grind on anything, man. There's plenty of people that, man, lost it all and come back out here and get it again. I just want to show the world that anybody who has a big enough heart and a big enough drive, man, you can overcome anything out here, bro. It don't matter what I just did. I did 10 years in the penitentiary system as a child down there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm coming back out here, music taking off, podcast, going on podcasts. We got a couple other podcasts. I mean, look at just that right there. Just in a 4 month span of my music career, really buckling down on it and reaching out to the right people and being around the right people, which is 100% the most important thing in this thing.
Right. So during the time that you was locked up, who held you down? Like talk about your support system and
It's
were there like moments where you just felt like giving up?
honestly, man, like 22, man, I consider myself, man, as stand up as they get, man. That judge sends you that 10 years, man. That judge sits you down a little bit, you know what I mean? And it's like at first I'm like, damn, I'm looking over at my bro like, damn, man, in the cell, like, fuck, this a whole 10 piece, man. You gotta wear that giant on the shoulder though. It's like
Uh-huh.
and just at the beginning, I ain't gonna front, bro. It wasn't easy looking up at it, but as soon as you touch down that prison soil, you kind of get around some other people, man, and it kind of sets in. Reality sets in, like, man, this 10 piece ain't going nowhere, and you got to walk it day for day. You know what I mean? You got to find a way through it. You know what I mean? You can't ball up and cry, and you definitely can't let it beat you down and take it because it could take your let me word this the right way. It could kind of take your mind from you, man. It could take your sense of reality from you to be, confined for that long. You know what I'm saying? You kind of lose touch. You fall in tune with prison politics versus what really going on out here in the real world. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it
Mm.
definitely can be a little bit, of a beat down, especially if at first, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, at the beginning of my bid, I actually lost my the girl I was dating actually OD'd off fentanyl. So it was like damn, I had that support system. You had
Wow.
the visits, you had, you know what I'm saying? And then like, um, yeah, her name, rest in peace, Jamie, man. She actually died of her OD, 2013, late 2013 after I got sentenced, man. Getting ready to be right in prison. I had somebody come and tap my shoulder, like, you know what I'm saying? You know, your girl died. It's a big reason why that's why I'm like opiate user, man. I'm all marijuana. I'm all natural, man. I drink, yeah, I do drink, but I'm totally against, you know what I'm saying? That whole fentanyl wave, that whole opiate wave is like, you know, killing us, man. But, yeah, she was riding, and then like my brother kind of stepped in, and a couple other friends stepped in. My brother really rode hard for me, man. I got it's crazy, man. The people that end up riding with me the most were a lot of guys that I actually got, you know, in tune with while I was in there. They, you know, they touched down, and then they about two or three good men, man. Free he actually got a little bump in the road. He be home, man. Free man. Free the guys, man. You know, they came out and, you know, kind of kept it real with me and made that last little 3 years of my stretch kind of like a kind of real easy, man. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? They made it, you know, a beauty, because I ain't gonna lie. People don't know this, man. You work for 45 cents in there. That's top pay. You know what I mean? So 45 cents an
Mm.
hour is what your relatives are receiving as top pay. And some of them is not even getting that. You know what I'm saying? So you just imagine trying to upkeep your hygiene and you know, call your loved ones. You know, we all like music. You know, you want a commissary, you want to make your little hookup at night, all that shit on 45 cents a fucking hour. You know, that ain't gonna cut it. So, but yeah, I ain't gonna say I
Yeah.
had the strongest support system, because me and my dad is just now, since I've been released, rekindling. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him for even, you know, tapping back in with me. You know, we had a rough road, and I'm learning. That's what I said. That I'm really learning about what something like your family members getting locked up at, the effects it has on you as a person. You know, directly. Like it's like when something so wild as this whole Malcolm X thing happened, man. It's like, damn. It's like I feel bad for myself, but like my pop, I feel bad for him too, because like that snatched his whole pops. You know what I'm saying? At least I had my pops around still. You know what I'm saying? To rebuild whatever we trying to rebuild, but it snatched his whole. You know what I'm saying? So like it's just I understand a little bit of you know, just it's not the easiest thing to navigate for him or me, because you know look at what happened. So yeah, he started, you know, he picked back up. My uncle's been, you know, was my grandfather's son. My uncle, you know, picked back up and was definitely there to a big piece of like sharpening my mind as far as what to expect out here when you come home, and just kind of trying to, you know, point me in the right direction, man. It's not a lot of positive role models for me, bro. It's not a lot of positive role models when you're in there, because everybody's hating on each other, bro. It's sharks in there, man. You know what I'm saying? It's you got very few good people trying to uplift you in there. Put it like that. I ain't gonna say there's everybody's bad in there, but everybody's kind of on their own movement, you know, trying to walk that town down and get home to the peoples, you know, or you know, vice versa. They living in there and they ain't coming home. So you know, it's
Hmm.
like I said, I had some
Yeah. So
people
like,
tap in with me for the.
what was yeah what was your biggest adjustment to freedom? What was the first thing you
I
did
missed
once
that
you got
last
out?
part for you. Oh, first thing I got
I'll
out.
say
Oh,
just
come
talk
on, man. You
about
know
the
I gotta get me a
adjustment.
steak. Oh, definitely I will. It was crazy, man. It was so crazy, bro. It's like, you know, it's like you ain't had a phone in so long, man. I couldn't even, what was like, what really got me was like Walmart, man. I went into Walmart and my homeboy's taking me in there to get like my little stuff. You know, you need your underwear. You know, you have all your stuff you need for when you, get to the crib, right? So
Uh
I
huh.
had so many choices, bro. It was like, we're so used to in there. The only choices is like chicken, soup, beef soup, sausage, cheese. You know, you ain't choosing but so much, bro. White t-shirt, what size you? You know what I mean? You walk into Walmart, I'm like, dang, I don't even know what soap I really, really want to use now. You know, I don't know what underwear I really, really want to wear now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's just so crazy how you like, how just you so go in this confined box, and it's just like you go into a big place like that. You're like, damn, man, you used to do it so much, but now it's not second nature no more. You know, you got to relearn it. That was like the biggest thing. Like all the stuff that I'm watching, I didn't even
Right.
think about. I'm preparing myself for all these battles, right? You're preparing yourself. You're thinking like, damn, I'm gonna make sure I get my job. I ain't on paper, so I ain't worried about that. But you know, make sure you don't slip back into this. You want to try to keep yourself working out, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? You try to do this, but you don't realize, damn, I still got to do the small shit, man. I ain't know nothing about, you know, catching an Uber. I don't know nothing about, you think you're supposed to play the Uber driver, you know what I'm saying? All that stuff, man. It just was like really the phone was probably the biggest thing for me I didn't even know how to set my phone up, man. You know, you so used to, they got a tablet in their JP5, man, literally the equivalent to a kid touching a radio. You know, it's nothing. You know what I mean? It ain't shit. You know what I mean? And I grabbed this phone, and all you could do with this phone, man, I'm still learning. It's 3 years. I'm 2.5 years home. I'm still learning, man. Yeah, people get on me all the time. I'm
Uh-huh.
hashtagging all the fucking. I mean, I was out for social media way, but all the slang terms changed so much. That the emoji, all that shit changed so much, man. It's crazy to me, man. It really is. It really is, man.
Right. All right. So, like, throughout this conversation, we've been just talking about the redemption story. Your music addresses that, like, throughout. Some of the songs
Absolutely,
that stood
man.
out to me that I checked out was Pain Part 1, Pain Part 2,
Yeah.
Venting, and Insecurities. Just yeah, just talk about your approach to creating these gems.
Um, Basically, man, I went back to the drum board, man. I had it's crazy. One day I'll post it up for everybody. I have an old SoundCloud from when I first came home on this music journey. And it's got like probably 40 views or so, and nothing really. I was just kind of fooling around, and then I want to say shout out to a big artist named Brandon Benz, man, Big Benz, man. Shout out to Big Benz. Check him out on Facebook, man. He has these great kind of educational courses for artists to kind of try to capitalize and get themselves a direction. I didn't have a direction, you listen to hip hop and you kind of fall into what you're thinking the fans want based off what you're seeing is popular, right? You're like, damn, the little babies, he's in the Maybach, he's in the Benz, he's in this, you want to be like that. But I went back to the drawing board of my music and was like, man, let me kind of just give them my story. Let me give up my actual experiences. Let me not so much focus on trying to make music catchy. You know what I mean? Let me not try to make sure it's glammed up. Let me just give it to my raw emotions on the song and try to kind of fit it on the beat versus just trying to make what I think is appealing. You know what I mean? I've been through a lot of shit, bro. I've been through addiction, bro. I've been out here in these trenches trapping. You hear it all through the music, man. If you're listening, you know what I mean? I just try to encourage people to just give them. Whatever it is you're doing, man. I talk about catching a play while I'm driving for fucking Spark, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, you just got to give people, there's people going through a situation, man. There's plenty of people whose moms was strung out or who wish they would have been around their pops or wish they seen their son, man. These are the songs I think out of my catalog that resonate most with people. And you're not the only person to say they like them particular songs from me. You know what I'm saying? I think that just kind of we're all kind of healing and hurting out here. So like you said, redemption is definitely a hot topic in life right now because everybody, in order to redeem yourself, that you have to go through something. People kind of miss that part of music. Like, you got to start somewhere, right? It ain't that glammed up, right? It's okay to be broke, bro. So it's okay to get locked up. It's okay to like miss your bros. It's okay to, whatever your pain is you're going through, man. That's what I kind of want to, like, I'm modeling my shit after now. It's like, man, kind of like, it's all right to go through the shit you go through, man. And we all going through shit, man. You never know what it's gonna be, and life is a struggle, bro. It is, and it ain't everybody's life ain't gonna be a glamour show. And if you if you listening to that type stuff, cool. But if you want to, more talk about life experiences and shit like that, man, I'm your guy to listen to, man. Because shout out to other artists too, but I'm starting to see that, like, I think that's why I like people like Rod Wave. There's been plenty of singers. He ain't got the best voice, but people like that. He gives up that pain. You know what I mean? I think the world just need to hear more pain from artists, more what we going through instead of like what we want to the party in the club and the jewels and the ice. That's kind of, I think, to me, getting kind of played out. I don't know how everybody else feel, but to me, it's getting a little
Mhm.
played out.
Dr. Todd McLean provides periodontal and dental implant services in 2 convenient locations. They offer over a decade of experience treating patients, and appointments can even be scheduled in the evenings, weekends, or early mornings. Give them a call in Chapel Hill at 919-537-9774 or in Durham at 919-484-8338 or visit them online at gumsandimplants.org.
Oh yeah, I mean I agree. I kind of dig back into like the '90s hip hop scene in the early 2000s, so that's definitely my era, and there was a lot more authenticity, and artists such as DMX or
Love them, love them.
Public Public Enemy and Ice Cube, and even in this era Kendrick Lamar, where
Oh yeah, can
you
shout out to
feel
him.
you feel them. It's genuine. It's based on their experiences or those around them, and instead of, like you said, the fabricated lifestyle that driving in
Yeah,
6-figure cars with jewelry and models everywhere. Nah, that's not what real life is about.
I mean, even if, I feel like this too, like, I wish somebody would have told me. I wish somebody was telling me the game don't work like this. Every hustler ain't Scarface. You know what I'm saying? So you hear me when I tell you I had to penny pinch an eight ball
Hmm.
before. That shit happens. You know what I'm saying? And that shit, you ain't getting nowhere far. So anybody with any real thought in life would tell you, no kid will be like, who wants to be the guy penny pinching an eight ball? Nobody wants to be that kid, right? And I just happen to be part of my life. I don't want people to think that it's always glamorous, like you said. It's even the hustling. Everybody's not the top of the food chain, or else everybody would have been in jail or in the feds, right? So that there's a underground
Hmm.
scene to that too. You don't tell the real part. Tell how you had to have a gram. Tell you had to borrow the shit from your mom to get back on. Tell the real story. You know what I mean? I just feel like those are the guys I like to listen to. I like to hear about DMX when he just slept on the couch with him and his dogs. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is, bro. You know what I mean? That's why that hits
Yeah.
home, because there's plenty of nights where you might be alone or you might not have nobody around when you wanted them around, right? It ain't the bros ain't always around with the motherfucking big bag of gas and the fat booty bitches, right? We know that, right? That ain't always a rapper's life. So I feel
Mhm.
like guys need to, like I said, Kendrick, man, come from Compton, give us that story, man, what it is. You don't have to be, you could be street guy without necessarily being a dummy crashing out. You feel me? Like I like that about Kendrick. I like
Right.
that about Cole being from Fayetteville. Look at him, man. He's from Fayetteville. We know Cole play ball, man. Cole's, but look at how he could depict that story for us. Still let us know that it's still real down there, and he don't have to be a part of it to tell you it. And there's a way to present that story and not glamorize it, but educate you on it too. You know what I mean? That's what I'm on.
Right. All right. So you're a young pup in this game, but how do you, as an artist, juggle being a trendsetter versus following the trends?
Oh man, I just be unapologetically me, bro. I just feel like being unapologetically me. I feel like if I'm being me and I ain't worried about whether somebody likes it or not, so I told you I kind of took a new approach and my music kind of took off better for me. Like I kind of took a new approach to this music where it's like it's on me. It's not first I answered you, I said I'd rather be me. I didn't really shout out to Camille for giving me a chance, but I prefer platforms, that people that allow me to be me, bro. Like I'm a ex junkie, I'm an ex pill popper, all that. You know what I mean? All that makes me me. So if I'm trying to appeal to you, I'll lose myself. You know what I mean? And I think that people are starting to really read through the stories. Like I said, if you looking me up, you're like, damn, bro, Google me. The man did 10 years in prison. This is good. This is news. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather depict this prison story for y'all or tell y'all how this shit went down in prison and try to, how to avoid these obstacles versus telling you how to put a chain on and go cop that new Da Vinci. I mean, we all like to get fly. Don't get it wrong. We all love that shit, but I'd rather instruct my fans on how to avoid these hurdles or how I navigated the hurdles than just it just is like trying to bring something new to the game, bro. I just want to bring that street back. I'm trendsetting by being me, but we all know I just want to bring that raw shit back to this rap shit, bro. This soft shit,
Mhm.
this singing shit that has a genre too, but rap in its rawest form ain't that, bro. That's why you see me. I get in the car and I rap. I'm gonna have a cipher coming out. I don't care where it is. It don't matter. I take it in its rawest form. Just me in the microphone, me in the room, just with a beat, me in the cell with the bunk. I don't give a damn. That's rap, bro, right? Pull up on your peoples, right? Who the best rapper out here? You rapping, it's the cipher, it's all that. I think artists just got soft with this social media shit. You just sit at home and thinking you could post up your flicks from the crib and that you get lit. Okay, people liked it, but they didn't like you. They just might have liked the trend, like you said. That's where these artists are popcorn artists now. They come and go because nobody got to fall for you. They didn't get to see you when you had nothing, when you didn't tell the story about how you didn't have no money when you had to go to the store, man, to get 2 for 3 soups. You didn't tell that story. You came out straight to the glam. That people want to hear this shit, bro. Like this is the real rap. This is the trenches, bro. This is the community. I mean, some people's life is that way, and but most people that listen to rap, man, who really relate, man, you got to get them something to relate to, bro. And I'm sorry, but I didn't come from I'm not a big lean era. So like I said, we did real perks. We didn't pop fake perks. We didn't know nothing about that shit. My city is big on PCP. We just some of the music. We still had to be able to rap though. We didn't. The drugs didn't fuel the music like now. I feel like now it's just like, man, you get on enough drugs and talk about enough drugs, you might could get in the door. But that ain't it. You know what I mean? And that's why all these
Mhm.
guys is coming and going. That's why J. Cole's still at the top. No matter what we do, you still mention them what names? Kendrick, Dre, J. Cole, you know what I'm saying? Then there's the rest, you know what I mean? And that's for debate. But Man, I just
Right.
try to be me, man. Bring that raw shit. Whoever it is, man. I like artists, man. You could tell me, man, you went to college and you study every day, man. Tell me how that shit affected you, bro. Tell me how you fought your way into that degree, bro. I don't want to hear that shit no more, man. I'm just being real, man. I want to hear something kind of like what you're doing, man. Don't matter. I don't got to be real. I mean, it don't got to be like the realest gangster shit, but you could tell me your story authentically be you without actually selling yourself out to just appeal to the masses, bro. That shit getting corny, man. Think that's kind of why you're seeing Drake fall down a little bit. You know what I mean? I mean, shout out to Drake with the music, make great music, but I don't think he has the substance to keep the fans no more once the music done ran its course. You know, what does he do? We can't relate, right? You're on yachts, you're on boats, you fucking everybody's bitch. You know what I'm saying? We can't relate to that shit, bro. I'm sorry, man. I can't, but I can relate to, even the competition of Kendrick and and J. Cole is great. You know, the way that they just embrace, besides J. Cole backpedaling, but just to see that is great without dudes
Yeah.
being corny with it. You know, it's like nowadays you know what I mean? He ruined it for me. I'm like, damn, look at it, done woke hip hop up. Then now I hear him today, man, he done backpedaled, apologized to Kendrick. Man, I can't take that, man. Come on, man. Man, Kendrick doing what he's supposed to do, man. Kendrick came out here and said, man, I don't care nothing about them three pieces. What crown? It's me. It's mine. That's how you're supposed to feel. That's rap, man. That's what gets us excited, man. That's like watching boxers box, bro. That's what the music need, man. Music ain't friendly. Like it's too friendly. It's like competition is competition, bro. It's like basketball. We all from the hood. You play ball, you lace them J's up and get on that court. You try and take that next man to the hoop every time. Ain't no just because he your friend type shit. That friendly shit getting kind of weird, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And comparing it to the NBA is accurate because I do a show with three of my friends and we were discussing this last week and I was saying like the competition in the NBA right now is thrown out the window. They're hugging and kissing after the game and
It's saying
going out
jerseys,
to
man.
dinner and talking about how they're gonna team up in off season.
Yeah, man, it's corny, man. I'm sorry, man. Jordan rolling over in his cigars and retro J's right now watching this shit, man. He just disgusted, man. I'm telling you, man. It's ridiculous. 'Cause I actually play ball, bro, and I have homeboys I like to play against every time. I don't care. Hard fouls, everything's going down. We gladiators today. We ain't changing
I want
jerseys. I don't care,
I want
especially
to
if I
beat
lose.
them. Yeah, I want to
Right?
beat my friends more than I want to beat strangers.
Dang right. I'm talking about we trying to kick up. We want to laugh at each other. We want to brag about. We want bragging rights until the next time we get on that court, right? I don't get this stuff, man. I'm just like it's kind of taking the fight out of sports. It's like almost like the girls more excited, the college girls more exciting than the damn men sometimes. The damn NBA players just seem like
Yep.
they on a runway before the game, then they cry through the game, then they get back on the runway after the game to put on the bullshit clothes. Shit is this fucking fashion show nowadays, man. Shit ridiculous, man. Hey, I mean, for real, bro. Look at this shit. You see more highlights of Anthony Davis and his damn Prada, whatever, girly, whatever shit he be in, and then fucking dunking on somebody, man. Get out of here with that crap, man. Come on, man. That's ridiculous. That shit, the same thing with rap, man. You
Yeah.
don't want to say some people like I hear Metro Boom, man. All these people crying. They don't want to put this song out because of this person. And what the fuck is your fucking song? Put the shit out, and if you supposed to feel like you like that, your brand, man. It's life or death in the booth, bro. If you know what it is out here with this music shit, you the brand. It's life or death in that booth, bro. You fall off, then somebody gonna push you out your spot, right? Right. That's how it go with them big dogs, ain't it? There's millions of dollars at stake. There's all sorts of pride at stake. There's history at stake, bro. You don't want to go down as the one Bama that let J. Cole or Kendrick into your career. Like, look at Drake. Drake on these pins and needles right now. Drake don't know what to do. Them bobby pins is everywhere right now. Them damn braid barrettes in his hair is all over the place. Trying to figure out what he's gonna do next. Cause he don't even got the ground to stand on. You know what I mean? He just don't. It's nothing that you could say, right? What can he say? He can at least one of them could resort. I'm still from the hood, nigga. At least then they could resort to and don't let this shit get fucked up. Drake can't even do that shit, man. He can't even resort back to the roots. There ain't no roots for him to resort back to. You know what I mean? As far as that goes, he's a hell of a spitter. Don't get it fucked up. But it's just like you said, man. This shit
Yeah.
needs more authenticness. We need more villains, man. We need more villains. We need more of the DMXs. We need more of them Latrell Sprewells in the league. We need more of them people that get on it, just in general. But look at football. Football doing the same shit, man. Can't even tackle the damn people, man. Get out of here, man. Ain't nobody trying to watch. These are gladiator sports, bro. These gladiator sports, bro. I'm sorry to say it, but these gladiator sports, legs be broken in these sports, blood be shed, tears. We ain't no time for a pat on the back and a jersey swap after a game. You just beat my ass up and down this court all night. Don't want your sweaty jersey, bro. I'm sorry. I got plenty of these jerseys of my own to hang up and hopefully Hall of Fame one day. What the fuck I need a next man jersey for? You know what I mean? For real. I'm in
Right.
the NBA. I don't want nobody's fucking jersey. I don't want to wear nobody's shoes but my own. None of that shit. Why? Why? Right? Why? Come on, man. It's okay to embrace your peers without, dick riding or being soft about it. You know what I mean?
Right.
For sure.
All right. So, you mentioned earlier that you're getting booked to some festivals. You've also mentioned that it was an adjustment learning social media and understanding these emojis. Just talk about navigating the music industry, the grind, the work to gain exposure, and playing that politics game.
Man. Oh man, man, I didn't believe it. When you hear interviews, you be like, man, rap ain't the streets, right? You like, damn, rap ain't the streets. I'm like, man, it's a bunch of street niggas, so it got to be rap be the streets. But like, man, I'm starting to really see a lot of these dudes that is had these facades that, I'm reaching out to different artists in the process. I got an EP coming out, Last Shot. Shout out to that, coming out any day now. Probably the next couple weeks. It's with the engineer right now. But man, it's just a lot of these dudes are scary. A lot of these dudes are images. A lot of these dudes are bought streams. A lot of these dudes aren't just, don't fall into the brand as much as you fall into the image. But what I mean by that is, this is their job. This is these guys' jobs to play these social media games. You know what I'm saying? This is their job to go up here and act like they was the biggest gangster where they from or whatever the case may be. But I'm learning that, you kind of gotta be able to communicate with people and just continue to reach out to different types of people unconventionally. Like reach out to people that's on your level is what I'm learning because I there's some people that I know personally in the music industry and they've actually took off since I've been in this shit, and you would think that you hear my music, bro. The music is might be lacking a little bit on some sound quality, but the music's there, bro. You would think that they'd be quick because you're your friend to hop on a feature. But one thing about it, this bitch a business, bro. So these dudes is, definitely, and I respect the grind, is gonna want their money. They will even, no matter how small for a feature, these guys gonna want their money for their beats. Shout out to my beat guy, JG's, man. Check him out on all platforms, bro. He's on my shit, man. That's my backbone of this music shit. But you gotta have all your shit in order, bro. You really gotta know how to work the social media advantage. You can't come up here. You gotta have album art. You know what I'm saying? You got to have people that know how to gain you followers. Like I was in a just thinking, sometimes you think you're just, you're lit, but your fans on your social media, your personal friends aren't always your fans, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? They're not your supporters. So you have to actually build this in a way that is people engaging with you to support you in whatever it is you're selling, not support you as a person. Everybody who you know is probably going to do that with you, right? All your friends and all your family, you put a poster, at your baby's baptism, you got married, whatever the case may be, they're going to like it. But now you're trying to turn this into a business. You have to actually figure out how to navigate it with the purpose of trying to build your brand, not the purpose of trying to be cool. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's some of the things I'm learning, where and, who to reach out to and, how to post properly, man, just what platforms are better for me. And just basically learning to keep networking, man. I know there's people that makes me uncomfortable to probably deal with because, like I told you, I've just been in prison, bro. I've been in the trap, been around a lot of this bullshit for a long time. But artists that I need to reach to are guys that are, actually probably ain't like that, even if they selling the image, but they're establishing this. They have a good business mind. They got their ducks in a row as far as, how they unroll their music and how they get with you as far as doing features and videos. You know what I mean? Social media has been the biggest blessing for me. And the biggest obstacle, just like I said, learning how to navigate it though. Like I said, man, like you got guys, I got a dude that was talking to me in emojis. I had to tell him that, bro, I've been gone for 10 years. You can't be talking to me in emojis because I don't even know what the fuck you trying to say, bro. You know what I'm saying? You sending me just an emoji sentence as what you trying to respond, bro. I've been gone long, like I said, that's the biggest thing, man. Like I said, fucking with this social media for artists, man. Learn to utilize it as a tool. Stop using it as a way to just sit in your house and be cool. You know what I mean? Really, really get down on for any indie artist, bro. You're gonna have to get down on this thing, man. You're gonna have to be up on these podcasts. You're gonna have to try to do something to try to give you the edge that the major label won't give you, right? Which is exposure, right? That's exposure and just constantly dropping content, man. Keep the fans want to see your struggle, bro. Like I post, man, I'm in the fucking closet recording music. You know what I'm saying? My fans like that shit. You know what I'm saying? They want to see me grow. Show your fans growth, man. Let your fans grow with you, man. Everybody ain't Shay Shay. Everybody ain't motherfucking Drink Champs. But guess what, bro? You know what I'm saying? You doing the motherfucking thing, ain't you? You know what I'm saying? You doing your thing,
Oh yeah.
and people like to see that shit, bro. People like to see you grow. I think people need to. I also want to suggest to artists don't try to fake your image, man. Just be you, man. If you just broke, whatever the case may be, just be that, man. Whatever the case may be. Whatever you got going on, don't do shit for the views, cause the views ain't paying much. unless you're Cardi B in them, man. You know
Mhm.
that. Everybody in this game know that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, get people to tune into the real you on social media. Kind of, get people to struggle and don't be too big to comment on your fan shit and people that liking your music, man. Reach back to them people, man. Let them people know you appreciate them, man, and shit like that. Cause my biggest supporters have been coming from social media. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got big fans from my hood and people that know me that's coming out to see me and shit like that when these stories jump off. But my biggest supporters I found right here on social media. Look at you, bro. I found you. You gave me a shot. I don't know you. I found this through a social media tool. You know what I'm saying? So you would think it's easy for me to get on a podcast, bro. You my my third podcast since I started this shit. You know what I mean? It's not like it's just the easiest way. Use this thing and educate on how to use this thing, man. It'll get you far, man. A lot farther than standing still posting pictures in your living room. I promise you. Or posting them songs. Don't record them songs and post it on Facebook. Now, figure out how to get on that Distro Kid. Figure out how to get up on Distro Kid. Cause I'm telling you, that ain't gonna pay off. Posting that music on Facebook gonna get you mad. Just be lashing out. You be the local angry rapper talking about don't nobody like my shit. Fuck everybody. Once I get rich, I ain't gonna fuck with none of y'all. That's all that's gonna turn you into. So nah, there's a lot of musicians out here, bro. They just, we different. It's different now. You ain't gotta go to Sam Goody get a CD no more. You feel me? This shit is at your fingertips. So people is, discovering new artists on a on a day-to-day basis, bro. People is discovering new artists and liking I find new artists all the time. I don't listen to mainstream rappers rarely, unless it's for just for conversational pieces like you brought up Kendrick. I mean, I just now got back into Kendrick because I actually fucked with him in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Then he got to where he got a little bit where I couldn't relate to far as some of the stuff. It's still good, but I want to hear this shit. This is what I like. I want to hear that aggressive shit. I want to hear you tell everybody you the shit. Cause if I remember correctly, bro, Jay-Z, Nas, Big Pun, all the niggas used to let you know, I don't care. I'm king. I'm king. And I don't care what you say about this person and that person. That's cool. All that's cool. But I'm still going
I
to say
mean,
I'm
it comes
king.
with the territory. It
Right?
comes with the
It,
territory as far as MCs. LL had to battle everybody.
Look at that shit. LL, I bet you right now, LL will literally argue up and down for hours of why he's not the best rapper to ever come out of New York City. And he could have valid arguments, don't he? Don't he have valid arguments? How long has the man been in the game? The man is so fucking good at rap, he's a fucking on CSI and shit. That's how good. He was so good at rap, he was an actor now. You know what I'm saying? Shit, come on, man. Think about how
Mhm.
sweet you gotta be. Back then, there wasn't a whole bunch of actors back then rapping and shit. Look at Tupac. Who's the rapper actors? Tupac. So sweet you could be, we'll let you act. That's how sweet you are. And then nowadays, man, dudes just like you said, man, it's so
Right.
soft, man. Cause I'm gonna tell you this. I am DMV's rawest rapper. I just say newest rapper because I ain't got the traction that everybody else got, and I ain't been out here long enough. But I am that. That's what it's gonna be until somebody can fucking, I don't even know. They're gonna have to Kendrick Lamar this shit. They're gonna have to come through like that. And I don't know. I don't know about all that. But I'm accepting the challenge too as well. You know what I'm saying? It keep me sharp. If anything, still starving still, right? Still starving still. Still definitely starving still.
Right.
So, I feel like it's a competition, I'm in a friendly competition with my beat man. If he makes a beat and his bitch is hard as fuck, oh, why my verse, and everybody's saying his beat hard, I'm trying to make a verse so everybody say the verse harder than the beat. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. It's friendly. It's like, that's my beat man. I'm not in no competition with him, right? That's my beat man. But I'm in competition in that way. And anybody, we go into a booth, you drop the beat, I'm trying to get the hardest 16. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to have that bitch done and have the hardest one the fastest. Just to let niggas know that that's my craft and I take it seriously. You know what I mean? That's what this shit about, bro. Why you think we rap? We rap because we want niggas to know that what we doing is the shit. If that was the case, I just have a bunch of albums I never put out. You know what I'm saying? You want that recognition that you putting them words together
Hmm.
better than the next man. You know what I mean? Or you putting that shit you putting that shit together so sweet that other motherfuckers ain't trying to listen to that bullshit that's out. Whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? But that's how I feel. Like, I think, artists need to, like, Lil Baby, instead of him dapping the baby up, he could have dapped him up behind the scenes, but he was supposed to say, bro, take that baby off your name before I get mad. You know what I'm saying? Whoever won, whichever one of them, whoever came up with the name first, they supposed to let the other one know, man. I'm the baby. I'm the real little bit, whatever the case may be. You know, that's just fun for us to watch, bro. It's like fun. It's fun, right? We still watching Tyson old ass get in the ring. That's how much we like the real fighters, right? That's how much we like a real motherfucker. We like a real motherfucker so much. We'll pay to watch Tyson go ahead and beat on somebody or get beat on at this point in the game after he's been smoking weed and doing God knows what for how many years. You know what I mean? It's still
Right.
entertainment because that motherfucker's so raw and that motherfucker was so real. You just so in tune with a motherfucker like that. It's like he's still and you hear what he said about it. I ain't coming back. Just look
All
how
right.
much
So
of a fighter that motherfucker is. He said, I ain't coming back to get some money. I'm coming back to put that man in retirement. This ain't a retirement fight for me. I ain't fighting in retirement. I'm just going to let y'all know that I'm a boxer and I'm going to fuck his Logan Paul ass up. Straight up. That's a 60-year-old man telling you that shit. You know?
oh yeah. All right. So you mentioned you're releasing an EP soon. What's the name of it, and what should we expect?
Name's called Last Shot. Cause no lie, that's why y'all see me out here. Anybody's in tune to my social media, I drop content frequently. I'm dropping you like, damn, my homeboy asked me like, damn, bro, when did your YouTube channel get up? Cause you got all these videos and shit. I'm like, bro, it's my last shot at this shit. You know what I mean? This is really how I feel. I mean, you might not know my age, bro. I'm 36, bro. I'll be 37 in a couple months. You know what I mean? As far as like, I mean, I could sit up here and podcast, which I have plans of doing for a long time, telling my story and encouraging people. But as far as rap goes, musically, I feel like as far as being in the front as a rapper, this is my last chance at it. You know what I'm saying? This is literally my last shot, and it's just kind of me pouring out. This is a real close look at why I'm like this, because a lot of people who know me growing up, like they seen you gotta remember I left when I was early 20s, so you know prison kind of molded and shaped me in a different way, and the streets have done that in a different way since I took a break from a lot of friends and family. So this is kind of just everybody getting to hear, you know, my journey, man, and what that prison shit did to me and what the streets did to me. And I'm just kind of letting everybody know, like, you know, these are the circumstances that I came up under, and these are the circumstances that I continue to live in. And I'm gonna break this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be the one to just to be that for my peoples, man. I'm gonna be the light for my bros, man, for my guys in locked up, man, and everybody who ever been through this struggle with me. You know what I mean? For my guys, my team, my son, so my
Mm-hmm.
son don't have to see this shit. You know, so it was a way I hadn't been seeing my son too. So it was also a way for my son to leave the breadcrumbs for my son. So if it didn't go right, like I wanted it to, that he knew, like, you know, I was out here trying to just fight for him. You feel me? Like just kind of leaving them breadcrumbs for him and just everybody who I ain't communicate. I lost touch with a lot of people. You know, I want everybody to know, you know, why I made a lot of them choices. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you Google me, you see that shit, man. Local drug dealer sent back to prison, man. See a lot of wild shit when it comes to my name and a lot of shit. You know what I mean? So it's like I wanted people to know how it could get there, how fast it could get there, and what it's like when you're there. And now I'm here to just leave that bullshit alone and kind of tell my story and hopefully, man, switch this shit up for my people, man. Get this dark cloud over us, bro.
No doubt. All right. So, I mean, as we prepare to close, you know, tell us where we can find you. Um, you know, if you want to leave us with some parting shots, some inspiring words, feel free to do so.
All right. You definitely can find me on Amin Cash, Amin underscore Cash DMV on Instagram, Amin Cash on Facebook, Amin CA $H on Spotify. Got a single up there, long time just dropped. YouTube channel also, Amin $Cash. Check me out. And I definitely want to say, man, free Zoe, man, free 2K, man, free anybody else I'm missing out, man. I can't wait to see you guys. Free Parkway, man. Can't wait to see you guys get home, man. I want to say big shout out to Brandon, Benz, Big Benz. Man, anybody, please check him out on Facebook who's an inspiring rapper, man. He has a course for you guys, man. He can show you how to get this merch popping. He can show you how to get on these motherfucking streaming services and all that shit, man. I definitely want to tell the guys in prison, man, hold your motherfucking head, come out here, man. Shit a different place out here, but get in tune with the social media, man. Get in tune with some of this gig work and you know, hold your motherfucking head, man. Try to travel the road less travel, man. Don't think don't give up, man. Don't never give up on yourself, man. If the worst come to worst, come out here, tell your story, man. Somebody that you can inspire. There's a youngin' out there, man, that can definitely take heed from your mistakes, and man, maybe they won't go down that road, man. And 100%, we stronger together, everybody, man. Us, black, brown, any color we are, man. We all got to stick together. Podcasters, indie musicians, all of us, man. Support each other, man. like, share, subscribe each other, man. No matter what, do that for your peoples, man. It means a lot to them. This is how we build our brands, man. Like, share, subscribe. Anybody you guys care about in this industry, man. I definitely want to promote that message, man. And definitely thanks for having me, bro. Thanks for
No
having me, man, for
doubt.
giving me an opportunity, bro. Thanks for giving me the opportunity, bro.
Nah,
I'm
man,
gonna start tuning in more to you, man.
it was fun, man. I think like I said, the authenticity, the message, you know, just the perseverance as far as not only with you but your father and your grandfather, just you was dealt a bad hand and you're figuring it out on the fly, as a lot of us
Oh,
brothers do.
sorry, forgot
And
Pops, man.
I
Shout out
commend
Miami
you.
Hot Wheels, man. Sorry, man. Pops got Miami Hot Wheels, man. Support the
Uh-huh.
felons, man. Miami Hot Wheels, Toro, if you're in Miami, man. 5% off, cash code cash, man. 5% off. Pops is popped off as a business, man. Try to help, build something strong for me, man, and mines. So he's definitely inspiration to me, bro. So yeah, definitely check him out, Miami Hot Wheels, man.
No doubt. All right. Amin Cash, The Last Shot, coming out
Yes.
soon. Thank you for your time, brother.
I appreciate you, bro, man. You have a good one, man.
All right. So for Stop, Look, and Listen, I'm your host, LaTroy Gardner. See you next week. Peace and blessings.